And I think generally everybody realizes more housing needs to get built. And I think we all want more housing to be built. But, in certain cases, we need to have the education so that proper transition and proper planning can be done. I would say, before we just give carte blanche to this whole proposal of rezoning the entire city.
If you've made the investment in a single-family house, like close to 300,000 Calgarians have already done, in a single-family neighborhood, you've paid for that. It does impact you. So this is a huge impact on a huge number of Calgarians, and they're simply upset because they're being made to feel inconsequential, that their voice doesn't matter. We've been very plain up front. Close to 80% in most communities don't want this, yet the City Council, for whatever reason, seems determined to push it through.
I think this is a very passionate issue for most members of the public, and some of the recommendations, I think folks feel like this is impacting their lives, their livelihood, and their quality of life as far as the communities that they bought into, and that's why you see so much passion on this issue.
I think part of the issue is planning language versus plain language. I think another part of it is there's a lot of misinformation that's circling right now, and this is very emotional for people. A lot of people's home is their greatest asset, and so people are worried about what they're going to get, and people want to be heard, and they want their concerns either to be addressed or they want some changes made to the motion. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to listen to everyone and make sure we do the right thing here.
700 people did not sign up for secondary suites, and we're talking about secondary suites, which is already part of a primary resident. This is talking about redevelopment of parcels that can include up to a number of secondary suites. I was actually in administration when secondary suites was brought to the forefront. We did not see the outcry that we're seeing with the upzoning that's being proposed.
This has become a really divisive issue in a way that I don't know that it needs to be. I see a lot of development of the type that's being discussed here in my neighborhood, and it's been really positive for our community. And I think we need to do everything we can to address the housing shortage that we're seeing in Calgary right now.
I don't believe that this will be a straight up and down vote. I believe we will see a series of amendments from different members of council. I don't know what they are yet. We've seen a preview of a couple of them, but I imagine that as we listen to the public, there will be amendments that come forward. And just to be clear, what we will do after we ask questions of administration is pause to make sure everyone can get their amendments forward and administration can review them and clerks can prepare them. So that's what we're going to do today.